Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Founders Love Me with Stephanie. I'm Stephanie, obviously, and on this episode we have Danny, the founder of NectarFi. Hi Danny, how are you doing today?
Hi Steph, thanks for having me.
So great to have you here. Okay, so before we start talking about NectarFi, let's get a little backstory on the founder. Who was Danny before Web3 and building on Solana, and who is he now?
Oh, okay. I'll sort of say I was different things before I started building NectarFi. A trained pharmacist, but then
A trained pharmacist,
yeah.
Trained pharmacist.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you said trench, like trenches.
No. But then I didn't practice because it didn't make me happy. Like I wanted something more exciting. I got into crypto, dabbled into DeFi, worked in a few DeFi protocols that you might know or you might have used. But then I started thinking about okay, I needed to build something because I felt like there was a whole lot of way that people were getting it wrong when it comes to building some specific products when it comes to the African region, right? Mm-hmm. So I decided to go into the ring, get into the arena and do something. Yeah.
Okay. So Danny was a trained pharmacist, now he's a builder.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about NectarFi. What inspired you to build Nectar Finance?
Okay, so there are two stories to what inspired me to build NectarFi. The first one, my mom didn't actually think that anything we were doing in crypto was worth it. Mm-hmm. In her head, it was always like a
scam.
Not really a scam, but you guys very serious. I mean, if you guys have built this amazing technology, like what is there that normal people could use? And then Harry called me one morning and he was like, he needed somewhere he could put his money to earn yield on his money, right? And that got me thinking, because if someone like Harry doesn't even know where he could put his money to earn yield, or maybe he's scared of clicking bad link that will get him drained, I started thinking maybe a whole lot of other people might have the same issue. But then when we started doing our researches, we found out that not only do a whole lot of people have this problem, most people do not actually know that you could earn yield keeping your money in stables. So that was what inspired me to build NectarFi.
Okay, so you're changing the narrative of any yield with stable coins.
Yes, so people should be able to earn yield on their savings. Why keep money when you're not earning yield on it? So you should be able to earn yield on your savings.
Okay. So tell us more about your product and who the product is for.
Okay, yeah, thank you for that question actually, because over the past 1 month, a whole lot of people have written tweets about NectarFi, and thank you guys for the tweets you guys are writing. But then I think we sort of allowed NectarFi to be like a big elephant that means different things to different people. I've seen people compare it to like Web2 savings applications like PiggyVest and other ones, but then that's not really what we are going for, right? Because Web2 savings applications are very, very specific with what they tell you that you want to do. It's always about you working your money and giving somebody else access to your money. Yeah, but what NectarFi is building is that we are reimagining what a bank should be like if our banks actually work, right? So it's more of the way you have a savings account in your normal bank. That savings account doesn't earn you yield. The money you keep there doesn't earn yield. Yeah. But your NectarFi savings account earns you yield, right? So you don't have to have zero on your yield. You always have to kind of keep your money where you could earn yield on it. We don't encourage you to lock up your fund because it doesn't necessarily add more yield for you. But then if you must decide to lock up your fund, it should be on your own discretion, not because you are locking it up because you want to earn yield, right? So every balance on NectarFi earns yield and it's always 100% liquid. So the goal for NectarFi for us is to give people the ability to stay 100% liquid and also earn yield on their money. Subsequently, like we are going to be introducing a whole lot of investment primitives where you could kind of actually be able to earn higher yield but that would depend on what you want to do, right? But then for yes, but for people that are not actually interested in doing any other thing, every single balance, every single dollar you have inside your NectarFi account is actually earning yield, right? So when we built that for the hackathon, it was received widely. Like a whole lot of people enjoyed what we built, and then we started talking, and we started talking to different people, kind of understand the use cases people want to see in the NectarFi. That was when we found out that it could be bigger than just a savings application. People could already spin up a phantom wallet and put USDC inside the phantom wallet. They could go to Jupiter and swap it to USD star, or put it into Perennial's vote and gain yield on it. We wanted to give people more experiences of why they should use NectarFi, and that was when we worked on virtual accounts powered by Bridge. So with NectarFi right now, if you're a freelancer, you can use NectarFi to receive your payments from Upwork or Fiverr. And mind you, you have to do KYC for this, because it will sort of give you a Euro and a USD bank account. Now, when you receive money, what happens is that this money is deposited into your NectarFi wallet as USDC, and it settles almost like, let's say, plus or minus 1 hour. This is almost instant, right? Instead of waiting days and losing a whole lot of your money in fees, deposit on NectarFi is zero. Like, we don't charge fees on it, so you don't have to work hard, and then you now start thinking about, oh, I've worked hard, but I have to pay somebody else 1% of that money to receive my money. On NectarFi, it's not like that actually. We don't charge you money on deposit, right? So people can now use these virtual accounts to deposit money to NectarFi, and then they could also make payments. Like, you could send money directly to someone in the US, their bank account, or someone from your NectarFi wallet, right? And you could send money to any Nigerian bank, or even make payments in China with NectarFi. So NectarFi has now become this whole ecosystem of what a bank should be. Your money that you're not using to do payments is earning yield constantly.
Decentralized bank.
Yes, as a decentralized bank. We can't say bank outside though, because of lawyers and regulation, but that's the idea.
On NectarFi, there is this deposit and save feature. So if someone wants to send, just like you said, send from the NectarFi wallet straight to a US account, would the person have to withdraw the money from the savings?
Yeah, so for the save feature, thank you for that question, by the way. It was just the MVP version of what we were building. The newer versions the newer updates are coming up with, you don't have to click on anything for your money. So any money you put into NectarFi is instantly saved into Perennial's vote, and you're earning yield on it. So you're not going to have to do any other thing. And when you want to, right now, if you want to send out money from NectarFi, you actually see that you're going to receive back USDC, and that's because we do the conversion for you at the back end. You don't need to worry about anything. So it's the same way it's going to be. Anytime if you want to send money out to a US account or a EU account, you just have to click put in the person's routing number, account number, and because we are fully compliant and Bridge is handling the KYC site for us. So when you put in all these information, the money is debited from your account and done for you.
Credited to the person as euros or USD.
Yeah, as euros or USD. Yeah, so the person doesn't even need to be to know about stablecoins or crypto to receive payment for you. And this is especially a good use case for businesses, right? And since we introduced that feature, we've processed about $80,000 in transaction from Zoom, and we just launched last week. We are still in beta though. We are still testing out with like a few select people, and with the more features that we are rolling out, like we are rolling out our WhatsApp feature very soon. So it's going to be a sort of like, you could interact with your NectarFi account from your WhatsApp and do the more basic things like receive money, send money on your WhatsApp. Then when you want to use things like a virtual card, or you want to set up milestone, you have to use the mobile app too, right? So we are sort of working like on the whole ecosystem of proper banking for people.
Okay. You said you can send money directly from your Nectar wallet to the US or Europe account. So if we should get like the visual card should launch and want to like do online shopping, maybe on Shein, Fashion Nova.
It was like the way your cash card or your Pay card work. That's the same thing. It's just like the cool thing about the NectarFi card, the way we think about it is your these other cards, they are actually like corporate cards that is being given to you. It's not fully like your own. It's not like a fully backed stablecoin card. I'm looking for the best word to sort of explain it. But our own card that we are working on is a fully backed card that is yours and yours alone. It's not going to be like an over collateralized credit card or any of this stuff available in the market now. It's going to be like a card that is fully your own, and you don't have to worry about maintenance fee, all of this other stuff.
So far while building NectarFi, what challenges and setbacks have you faced, and basically how have you overcome them?
Okay, so when we started building NectarFi, it's been fun and it's also been hard, because in terms of people think you might not actually be able to pull it off. For some reason, people think we might not be the right people to be building this, because I don't want to give it a lazy term of they are discriminating against you or anything. But then it's sort of being like a whole lot of questions where people are kind of telling you, do you think you can build this? Do you have the knowledge to build this? And you always like
the resources for it.
Always like, why can't I build it though? Right?
What makes it big?
Yes. So NectarFi has fully been bootstrapped. Thanks to Super in Nigeria, like they gave us the grants, $8,000 grants, and every single thing you've seen on NectarFi right now has been from that $8,000 grant. So that should show you how quick we are executing, right? And we've been able to have like $40,000 in savings and above 300 and something users, right? I haven't checked for this month, but I'm very sure that we are growing every single month, because more people are using us every time. So you could actually see how bright the future is, right? So anytime we hit an obstacle, I don't give it too much thought. I just know it happens. Building a startup is not a smooth ride always. You always have to face some challenges, right? But then we are cool.
Just like said, NectarFi has hit over 300 savers, and you guys have crossed the first 100 users. So what was the go-to-market strategy for that?
Would it be funny if I said there was none?
Yeah, I understand. Good
So let me give you a good backstory. Many people don't know this though, but then during the hackathon, me and my co-founder Emmanuel, we loved writing code. Like we could stay for hours inside the house and just build, because in our head we could build this. So we built a fully functional mobile application for the hackathon. Then Zubi, Super Nigeria, came to the house, because he normally visits us. He came to the house and he was like, oh, how have you guys built for the hackathon? And we showed him mobile app and he's like, no, you're not going to submit this for the hackathon. And I was this close to tell him to go fuck himself. Like I was very, very annoyed. I went inside. I was trying to give myself reasons to convince myself of why I shouldn't listen to him. Because I mean, we spent like 3 weeks. The hackathon was like 1 week to end. We spent the entire 3 weeks plus, building this mobile app, staying up a week in the night to work. And he's telling us that no, he said that it has to be a web app. He said this was like, many people wouldn't download your mobile application because it's a new stuff. They don't even know about it, right? So why do you want to make the onboarding very, very hectic for them? You have to build something very, very small for an MVP to kind of give them an idea of what you are working on, right? So Emmanuel was like, oh, we should build the web app, and I'm like, no, we should use the mobile app. So we argued about this for the whole night. Then the next day we were like, okay, cool, let's build the web app. And the NectarFi web app that people started using, we built that under 2 days. So that was crazy.
Okay, I'll give it to you guys. You guys are shipping.
We built it under 2 days, and when we finished, like we literally called Zubi. And when we called him, I told him, oh, that we want to show you something. Where he was like, okay, I'll come and meet you guys. And in my head, I'm like, if this guy comes here today and tells us that this is not what we're going to do, I'm going to be so pissed at him. But when he came, oh, let me see it, and then he deposited money, took a screenshot, called Harry
Okay, so
took a
that night
screenshot, yes, and then he went viral. Everybody, the whole super team Nigeria, for some reason, I think super team people, they love me especially.
They love
like, everybody went crazy with
has
it.
loyal users.
Yeah, everybody went crazy with it, and people started depositing. And that night, we had our first $600 deposit.
Wow.
And when Zubi was like, you guys should post this $600. I was like, why? I should post $600. I mean, that was too small. Like
Web3, so you want to post like 1K, 5K.
Yeah, and he was like, oh, that's the deal from the beginning, though, right?
Yeah,
you should post it. And then we posted it, and I think because of that transparency, many people sort of figured out that, oh, these guys are making something cool. And then we started having people. Sometimes I go to our database and I see some emails. I'm wondering, how are these people using NectarFi though? And these are people on Twitter that doesn't interact with crypto, and it makes me to feel like, okay, people actually like what we are building. So for now, we don't have like a straight up go to market. It's always about talking to new people that have this problem, that needs a solution, right? But we are getting to that stage now where we are actually working on a proper go-to-market strategy in terms of putting out more marketing, more content, launching our referral very, very soon. So that has pretty much been it.
I think this has also answered my next question. How do you guys go about user trust and retention?
So user trust and so in a market like Africa or Nigeria, people have this misconception that it has to be about the UI of your app or user experience. I mean, all that is good, but the Nigerians have to know that if I put money here, I can always remove it. I mean, return of investment is better than return on investment. I hope you understand what I mean. Like,
I want to get my money.
Yeah, so if they are able to always be done, so that's why we prioritize withdrawal on NectarFi. No matter what's happening, you should be able to withdraw. Like anytime someone sends me a message that, oh, I've not been able to withdraw my money, you need to be there, because I always lose my shit. I'm always thinking in my head, why? And then we go to the code and we find out that, oh, maybe something happened with the vote we are using, then we'll have to fix it. And the last time you called me, you were like, oh, you couldn't withdraw, something happened. Yes, then you can see the way I was disturbing you. Have you been able to? Because it's so important to me that
I was relaxed because I felt like, it's done.
But then I have this thinking that people should always be able to have access to their money.
Yeah.
I built NectarFi because I wanted people to always have access to their money. If they are not able to withdraw, it has kind of killed the vision, right? So that's why withdrawal is very, very important. And for users trust, it's something that you earn over time, right? It's not something that they just give to you. You have to earn it over time by being there for people, helping them, helping them solve their problem, always listening to them. And that's why, like, I probably spend most of my time talking to people that are using NectarFi, trying to find out what is the best thing to do for you in terms of NectarFi. right? And then we always take this feedback in, and we didn't want to have a virtual account until someone requested a virtual account, and we ran the research and we found out that, oh, this is actually something cool we should have, and we'll not have a virtual account. And a lot of features that you're going to be seeing on NectarFi are going to be shaped by our everyday users, because we want to build a stable bank that is for everybody. I mean, we kind of stole some things from Perenna's vision. By the way, we're a member of Stable Bank Network, so we kind of stole some things from the vision. By we want to be there for everybody. Today, we are there for everybody in terms of helping them make payments, helping them save their money. But tomorrow, we want to be there for them in terms of they should be able to get loans to buy their first house, loans to pay their school fees. So this is like the vision that we have for NectarFi. So you see why it's always funny when people compare us to
Web2 crypto
savings applications, because
like PBS.
yeah, I mean they are cool though, but then they don't do nothing more for you apart from the interest that they give you. But we do things like give everybody that uses NectarFi a credit score. So
how are you different from other consumer apps globally and in the Nigerian region?
Okay, so I'm going to speak on this from my experience.
Yeah.
I think it doesn't make sense if you are in New York and you're building a product and you say it's for the emerging markets. I think there's something wrong with that, because you don't really understand the emerging markets.
Yeah.
When people talk about the African market, they think it's one market. No, it's 54 different markets. Because what works in Nigeria might not work in Ghana or in South Africa. But when you talk about Europe, what works in Germany might work in France, because they don't have this fragmented regulatory landscape or fragmented user base. Everybody have different things. So how we are different is that, because a lot of people have asked us in this question, they're like, oh, why don't you guys have off-ramp or on-ramp that services people in Ghana, in Togo, in South Africa? I'm always like, we could do that. I mean, it's to build the tech, we can do that, but are we ready to do that now? No. So what we do is that we zero in on one market, which is the Nigerian market, solve it in a way that our users are sort of satisfied, learn some things from it, then turn those experiences, go to another market, learn what those people are doing, and then combine what we learned in Nigeria to build out experiences there for them too, right? And now, the difference between us is that we understand the people, we are the people. I mean, we live the horror, you understand?
Yeah.
So we are always in tune of our user base. So to us, it's not about having a good UI or a good application or a fancy app, or it's always about how does the user feel when they use our applications. And because we feel the same pain as they feel, we kind of understand them better than someone else that is not in Nigeria but is always excited about when they hear, oh, how stablecoins can solve the emerging markets currency issue, right? So that's how we're a bit different.
Okay, so what do you think global Web3 builders are getting wrong to product market fit that you think you are doing well as a Nigerian builder?
I don't think we have achieved product market fit yet. So maybe I'll answer that question in the next 2 years or 1 year.
Okay, that's
but then if it's concerning them building products tailored to the African market, what they are getting wrong, or products tailored to Nigerian markets, is that they have this notion that we don't have internet. That's the guy. We have internet. I don't think building anything and the value add you have is that you can use it without Wi-Fi. I don't think it's a value add from where to where. And also they also think that stablecoins is something new to us. It's not new to us. I mean, people, traders in the market that import goods and they transact with stablecoins. The only thing that is new to them is that they do not actually have a way to keep these stablecoins. They only get stablecoins when they want to pay for goods and services, right? So what NectarFi is basically doing is that giving them
that platform to keep this
platforms to, you don't actually have to only have stable coins when you want to pay for goods and services. It's like your US dollars, you can keep it and still earn yield on it, right? So when they don't think that that we actually have all of these things or knowledge about all of these things, I think they're making the first big mistakes because it doesn't really make sense for me.
So now let's talk about, I think we've already talked about the future updates and milestone and basically where you see NectarFi in the next 6 months, 1 year.
In the next 1 year, where do I see NectarFi? Okay, success for me will be having 300,000 people using NectarFi, saving money on NectarFi, doing payments on NectarFi, right? So I don't really know where the tide takes us from here to that 1 year, but then I know that what we are going to always do is prioritize what our users want from us, right? Give them experiences that is better than what the Web2 people are doing or what the traditional fintech people are like. We have a whole lot of fintech in Nigeria. It's like the most popular startup stuff in Nigeria. But what they are basically doing is they are reinventing the wheel. What we are doing is that we are breaking the wheel and building everything from afresh, right? So in the next 1 year, I know we are still going to be here, and I know we are going to have more people, more TVS, more total value saved, more features, and more currencies that will support. Yeah, so that's the vision for us.
Okay, well, is there a particular, a specific customer base that you want to target, like you want to market to achieve like a certain goal? You talked about traders in the market transacting in stable coins. Because right now, NectarFi, I think basically, if you check the 300 savers, we have students, we have freelancers.
Yeah, so that's very good, and that's why we are building our WhatsApp self-service.
Okay.
Most traders or most business people, they are very much comfortable with WhatsApp, right? So those are going to be for them, letting them know that you could actually do everything from your WhatsApp. You don't have to download that app or anything.
Igbo businessman.
Yes, maka I know Igbo. I'm still listening for me name. The buy now to very well. So.
Yeah, thank you for that. So we are wrapping up now, and final piece. What piece of advice would you love to give to young Danny? Something that you think other coming startup founders now can learn from?
Don't build a startup.
You already built a startup.
No, I'm serious.
So you tell young Danny not to build a startup. Then
yes. If I could go back to January,
you will not build a startup. You will continue with the pharmacy that you are not happy with.
No.
But you will find something else.
I had a comfortable job.
Oh, yeah, okay, being comfortable.
Yes, I had a comfortable job. I mean, what else does a man need?
But you're an Igbo man. How are you okay with comfortable?
To drive a car, have a house. I mean, but then for people that want to build startup, I mean, it's not always going to be easy. Yeah. But what really matters is you have to believe so much in yourself, and it depends. If it's a Web2 startup, I don't really know much about it, but I know that you have to find someone like Zubi that you are going to adopt as a mentor by fire by force. They don't even need to know that, oh, I'm your mentor now. No, just adopt them. But if it's a Web3, I think the first thing you have to do is join Setbacks in Nigeria. Number one. If you do this, and if you are very, very talented, there's a whole lot of opportunities for you. Yeah. Bear in mind, you are always going to get no for an answer. I mean, someone have actually tried to buy out NectarFi, And
I'm not surprised. This is not the first time I'm hearing something like this.
and let's just not talk about it. Then you're always going to get no. Many people are going to doubt you, but then I pride people that know me know that I pride myself in being a hater. I'm not a bad person, but then when you do something to me that I can't forgive you for, what I do is that I allow that hate to propel me to sort of prove you wrong. So for every single no you receive, always make sure that yes, but make sure you're not working on a dead eye there. Make sure that the no they are telling you is because they are not seeing what you are seeing. If they are actually seeing what you are seeing and they know that, oh, this is not a good way to go, listen to them. There are people that are bad faith players, right? That will advise you one way. But if the person is being honest with you, but you know in your deep heart that this is the truth and this is where the future is going.
Seeing the vision.
Go for it. Like I mean, you can always fail.
And you learn from it.
If you fail, you learn from it. I mean, 90% of startups are doomed to fail, right? Even NectarFi, I do tell my co-founder every single time that we are going to win. And the reason why I tell him that is just sort of encourage him and encourage myself, so we don't get scared. But sometimes I have this fear that what if it fails? So always have back of your mind that it's going. In fact, I have a consensus that it's going to fail. But think about what about the 1% chance that it doesn't? Is that 1% that you have to take, right? I mean, I don't know about other people, but then I know I don't want to be in a world where another person is changing the world and I'm not. So you have to zero into it and know, can you take the pressure of this thing? I mean, being a founder has changed me emotionally, psychologically. I mean, I give people more grace now, but then it's pretty much been fun and it's been depressing. But then if it's something you believe in, you find it easier to work on it, right? It's not always just listen to the news of successful acquisitions, successful founders. Seek out the bad people, the people that failed also. Find out what they do wrong that made them fail and learn from them. Don't always get drawn into the whole glamour of startups are very good, it's the easiest way to make money. No, it's not the easiest way to make money. You can work hard, be an employee and still make money. I mean, I've been working and I was making money, right? But if it's an idea, like the reason why I decided to be a NectarFi, somebody else could always be a NectarFi, but then I do want to be in a world where another person builds NectarFi. I want to be the person to build it. So
thank you so much for that. Now, if users want to, someone that is listening to this book and just wants to check out NectarFi or reach out to you, how would they do that?
My Twitter, Danny Simpler, or my Telegram, or you can reach out to artists, Angry Pacifist, or send a DM to NectarFi account, or send a DM to Stephanie.
Send a DM to me. Okay, thank you so much, Danny, for coming. Thank you so much. It was an enlightening session.
Okay.
And if you are just joining us, make sure to subscribe.
Like the video, share it, use NectarFi.
Thank you so much. See you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.